Okay, so this also reviews what we did yesterday. So it says a right triangle has the side lengths D, E, and F as shown. Use the lengths to find sine of x, cosine of x, and tangent of x. So on your paper, you want to write SOHCAHTOA, so that way you can reference it and use it. Remember, this is sine is opposite over hypotenuse, cosine adjacent over hypotenuse, and tangent opposite over adjacent. And if you were absent yesterday, we're speaking another language that hopefully you will begin to understand. Okay. So sine, cosine, and tangent. What you do first is you make an arc on the designated, labeled angle. This one's labeled X. And then from there, we're going to label our sides. So from here, we have the opposite side, hypotenuse, and the adjacent side. And so sine is opposite over hypotenuse, O over H, so that would be E over F. And you just write that there, or type it in the box when you're doing ALEKs. Then cosine, A over H would be D over F. And tangent, O over A, would be E over D. Okay, so that is on the test. So if you felt that was doable, easy, you're in a good spot. And then this one is just like it. The only difference is now they give us numbers instead of letters. So for this, it's wanting to know, use these lengths to find sine of B, tangent of B, and cosine of B. So our designated angle is B, so we put our arc on B. And then from that angle, you label your sides opposite, hypotenuse, and adjacent. And then sine is O over H, so that would be 15 over 17. Tangent, O over A, so 15 over 8. And cosine, A over H, so 8 over 17. So far, so good. Okay, then the next couple problems, we didn't learn this yesterday, but it's a nice segue into the lesson today. And again, this is on your test, so if you find this easy, that is awesome. So it says, use the ALEKS calculator, we're going to use our calculator, to evaluate each expression. Round your answer to the nearest hundredth, so that would be 2 decimal places. And it says sine of 27 degrees, tan of 89, and cosine of 51. So in the calculator, what we're going to do is we're going to start using these buttons. So for sine of 27, you actually have to put that kind of in backwards. You do 27 sine, and that's how you get that answer. So again, I did 27 sine. So practice it in your calculator. If it didn't come out to this, make sure that your calculator is in degrees right here. Sometimes it accidentally switches to radians. If it's in rad, that's bad. Oh, that's grand. Okay. Anyways, it's supposed to be in degree. Okay, so you should have gotten this. So again, I did 27 sine, and I get 0.45. It said hundredths, so 0.45, and I write that down. The next one, tan of 89, we put 89 in the calculator, and then hit tan, and you get 57.29, and you just write that down. And cosine of 51, so 51 cosine is 0.63. And that's all we're doing. Okay, so the next 3, go ahead and try it yourself, and then we'll compare answers in a second. So put it in the calculator, get your decimal, round to the hundredth, and then we will compare in a second.
Are you coming around checking me for?
Maybe. Forget. Okay, so here's what I got. Compare your answers, make sure you got the same thing. If you didn't get that, check to make sure your calculator is in degrees and not radians. Everybody get the numbers? Good? Okay, cool. Then we are ready to move on to the next. I almost forgot. Touch screen doesn't work.